Hey guys, welcome back to LA Show. And of course, we're going to break down some topics that's going on in the community. Thanks, you guys, for the new subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys. And I hope you do enjoy the content here. Just comment down below your thoughts, like, share, and just keep subscribing. And we can keep growing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers soon so that I can start going live with you guys and have call-ins and really get to know who you guys are and what your thoughts are on certain things. But today we're going to talk about Maleah Davis. So it looks like on July 10th, Darian Vince had his arraignment. Protesters criticized Maleah Davis's mother at courthouse. This is by the Houston Chronicle. A judge on Wednesday reset arraignment for Darian Vince, the man accused of tampering with evidence in the death of 4-year-old Maleah Davis. Vince, who was charged 2 months ago in the death, was scheduled for arraignment, where suspects typically enter a plea in a case. The 27-year-old, who has been held in Harris County with bond set at $45,000, did not appear in State District Judge Deshaun Jones' courtroom. The judge reset the hearing for September. Vince's attorney, Dorian Kotler, declined to comment. Outside the courtroom, about 10 bystanders followed Maleah Davis's mother, Brittany Bowens, shouting at her and criticizing her actions in the case. Bowens said nothing as she got on an elevator. Maleah was reported missing on May 4th when Vince Bowens' ex-fiancée arrived at a hospital with a story about being abducted on the way to the airport with the little girl and his then 1-year-old son. Vince said when he woke up, his son was with him, but Maleah was gone. Authorities questioned his story, saying it was riddled with inconsistencies. Police also found evidence of blood matching Maleah's DNA in his apartment, as well as surveillance video of him walking out the door with a laundry basket stuffed with a black plastic bag. Maleah's body was found on May 31st in southwest Arkansas. Community activist Quano X said he obtained a jailhouse confession from Vince, who allegedly told him that he'd accidentally killed Maleah and dumped her body in a field. A roadside crew accidentally hit the bag containing Maleah's body with a mower, scattering her remains. Her body was flown back to Houston and was buried in a private service last month. The Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences ruled June 28th that Maleah died as a result of homicidal violence. The autopsy report has not been completed. Wow. Okay, so let's break it down from the beginning. So protesters were outside the courtroom and they were pretty much giving Brittany Bowens, Maleah's mom, a hard time. Pretty much criticizing her, saying, why didn't you protect your child? Why didn't you protect your child? And I totally understand how people are feeling about that. But I think that we really need to go back to the beginning and really figure out what happened around that timeline she's giving about her leaving. And that will solve a lot of things. And I also think that's what the police is doing. I'm not for certain, but I don't know why this man hasn't been charged yet with murder. If the child was in his custody and the police can definitively prove that, I'm pretty sure he would have been charged with murder a long time ago. So that's why we need to go back to the beginning and figure out where Brittany was in that small timeline of when she said she left for the airport. So it looks like a $45,000 bond. He should have been able to put that up if he was any type of man. But it looks like, that's not going to happen. Now, this is strange that he didn't show up to his own arraignment, but his lawyer did, and they didn't have a comment. So I wonder what's going on in the jail. I wonder if, Vince isn't getting a hard time from inmates, or, maybe he had a bruise on his face. Who knows what happened in there? But I'm really curious as to why he didn't show up for arraignment. And at least if his lawyer was going to show up or whatever, they could have at least gave a statement on why he couldn't attend his own court date. But It looks like he'll be going back to court for a hearing in September. That's a long way away, you guys. So we're just inching this on out, drawing this on out. And I'm wondering, you know, because I've heard a lot of things on the low about Brittany, that she's opened back up her Facebook page, that she's reuniting with her mother again, after they allegedly fell off because the mom hasn't been seen at the last couple of visuals with Brittany, allegedly. So it's just a lot of things where this woman is moving really strange to me. But I'm just a YouTuber, and my opinion is that that baby should have been out of that home, especially with that type of head trauma, and she should have never been able to go back. So that's something that I can really definitively say about this, because this situation seems really, really tricky. I mean, if you know how the police work, they do work very underhanded. So whatever they may be doing, they may be surveilling Brittany for all she knows. I heard that she's living with one of her good friends who allegedly started up a nonprofit or a GoFundMe called Dear Maleah. But I think this situation is terrible. I feel really, really bad for Maleah. But I know she's in a better place now. But I just feel really bad for her, because you never know what she could have been or what she could have done. And it's just sad that, you know, we allow these people around our children, and we still don't understand that not everybody's going to protect your children or love your children like you. And if you do have some type of mental disorder or anything, there's plenty of ways to work around that, get the help that you need, and put those kids where they need to be. I don't know. It just seems really weird how the police has stalled on the situation. They said they found blood evidence. They found a body, pieces of a body. And that's another thing that I wanted to touch on as well. So Quanell X got that jailhouse interview, and they're saying that it's a discrepancy on the time frame of when he got that information and when he actually acted on the information by going to the media and telling the police. So that may have been the reason why Maleah's body was destroyed. And what I have to say to that is that we have to be very careful in the black community of when we usher somebody up and to take charge in certain situations. Those people may be the same people that destroy our journey or destroy our mission. And that was to make sure that Maleah Davis was brought back home in one piece. So I'm not saying that he had anything to do with that, but I've been hearing that a lot from a certain YouTuber who I know is doing really good research. So I trust it, and I'm going to repeat it. So if Quanell X did know that Maleah was in Arkansas days prior, no, we would have had a cause of death. She wouldn't be in a million pieces. They said they took hours to pick up this child's body pieces from that mower. And great day, y'all. Like, that's terrible. And like I said, there is a baby that was recently murdered by a step parent in Dallas, Texas. And I just want to say, you know, what in the world is going on in Texas? But what is going on in Dallas, Texas? So for Cedrick Jackson, an 18-month-old baby. And this is coming off of another website. Give me just a second. So 18-month-old baby can't really walk, can't talk, but the baby made a mess. So I want you guys to listen to this story out of Dallas, Texas, of Cedrick Jackson. He was reported missing, and they actually found him. Fresh air. Ooh, not the ad. Yes, please. Stop by for. Sorry, you guys. But yeah, so he went missing. And Amber Alert for an 18-month-old Dallas boy was upgraded to a statewide alert Wednesday night. Cedrick Jackson was last seen shortly after 11 p.m. Tuesday in an apartment on the 9700 block of Whitehurst Drive in Dallas. Police believe he may be in danger. The boy had been put in temporary custody of his aunt by CPS, according to Major Max Guerin, acting commander over Criminal Investigations Bureau of the Dallas Police Department. She put him to bed sometime after 11 and discovered him missing when she went to check on him at 6 a.m. She then called 911. A child who lives in the same apartment described someone who looked like a relative take Cedrick at some point during the night, police said. So that relative was actually the aunt's boyfriend. Dun 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 dun. Like, I'm really getting tired of telling these stories. But yes, allegedly the baby had made a mess with some ketchup packets. The boyfriend's name is Cedrick Johnson, with an S, and he actually swaddled the baby. Alleges that he swaddled the baby, which means wrapping the baby up in a blanket. But the baby became unresponsive, and it threw up, and it wouldn't respond anymore after it threw up. So he then took the baby to the dumpster and threw the baby out. And the baby was later found, days later, decomposed. And this is all happening in Texas. So what I need for you guys to do in Texas is vote for better officials that actually care about the welfare of these children. And really, really, if you feel as though a child is being harmed in any way, I think you should report it. I think that's just where we're at with these situations, because this is 2 in a couple of months of each other. So imagine how many more have been happening in between. Please comment down below your thoughts on these situations. On Maleah Davis, rest in peace. Little Cedrick Johnson, rest in peace, little man. We are so sorry that this keeps happening, and we are trying to voice out what's going on. So please like, share, and comment your thoughts down below. Go follow me on all my social media platforms at LA_show_ on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, Young LA. And of course here, you can subscribe if you like. Thanks.